Howdy folks, and welcome to this reaction. Spider-Man Far From Home official trailer got released earlier today. I believe they're calling it Trailer 2 or something like that. I don't know. I'm on the Sony Entertainment site. Figured I'd go to the source. It said it was released like 14 hours ago or something like that, so I'm thinking this is the right trailer. I sure hope it is. If not, you will probably never see this video. Just a little bit of background in case you're new to my channel. Big Spider-Man fan. I wouldn't say I'm an uber Spider-Man fan, like uber geek. I don't know absolutely everything about Spider-Man, but I first discovered Spider-Man. He was my introduction to, well, I guess maybe some like Superman on TV or something, but my first introduction to real comic book based or at least comic based superheroes. And I actually discovered him in like the Sunday papers, like around the 1980 time frame, I think. And then, growing up, and then a friend of mine had the Spider-Man comic books, and I started reading those and really fell in love with this character. So I was super excited when they started making the Sony movies. Obviously, some of them have been a little not great, but I've still enjoyed them all. And when he was introduced to the MCU, oh my God, it's like a dream come true to see him with the other Marvel characters. So I'm super excited to see this. I did see the teaser trailer that came out before. And I'm hoping, what am I hoping from this? I'm hoping to get a little more context into when this takes place, because there's a lot of debate now. Does this take place prior to Infinity War? Are they on the bus, on the bridge, coming back from this trip? Or is this after the events in Endgame? And I won't spoil those for anybody who hasn't seen them. So obviously, you know that certain superheroes survived or came back. That said, let's watch it.
The Spider-Man Far From Home trailer is about to play, but if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet, stop watching because there's some serious spoilers about to come
okay.
up.
I think
but
you just answered the question.
If you have seen Avengers Endgame, enjoy the trailer.
You just answered the question for me.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
Ah,
I just really miss him.
that's cool.
Yeah, I miss him too.
Definitely after then.
I don't think Tony would have done what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after he was gone.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your jobs.
I'm
kidding. Look, keep up the good work because I am going on vacation.
All right. At least he has a good relationship with the cops now.
Calling you.
I don't really want to talk to Nick
Answer
Fury.
the phone.
Why?
Because if you don't talk to him, then I have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
I gotta go.
You do not ghost Nick Fury.
What up, dorks?
What's up? We're just talking about the trip.
I'm here in St. Marco Polo's. Oh,
I think MJ really likes me.
that reminds me when I first fell in love.
Oh, we saw that from
You're
the first
a
one.
very difficult person to
Yep.
contact, Spider-Man. This is Mr. Beck.
We could have used someone like you on my world.
Your world? Beck is from Earth, just not ours. The snap tore a hole in our dimension.
Oh boy.
You're saying there's a multiverse?
We have a job to do.
Ooh.
You're coming with us.
We're gonna talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in a minute.
There's gotta be someone else you can use.
What about Thor?
Off-world.
Captain Marvel.
Unavailable.
But I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Bitch, please, you've been to space.
What do you want, Peter?
I want to go back on my trip with the girl who I really like and tell her how I feel. MJ, I
am Spider-Man.
No, of course I'm not.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
You're right, you may not be ready, but this is my responsibility.
Saving the world requires sacrifice. Sometimes people die.
I just always feel like I'm putting my friends in danger.
The world needs the next Iron Man.
You're going to step up or not?
I gotta get you guys out of here. Get on the jet.
Who are you?
I work with Spider-Man.
You work for Spider-Man?
I work with Spider-Man, not for Spider-Man.
Whoops.
New plan.
Oh my God, gotta love it. All right. Some comments. I'll go back and we'll start playing it again and I'll make those comments. First of all, question is answered right away. If you haven't seen Endgame, you're spoiled anyway. I like that. And especially coming from him, warning about spoilers. Funny. Yeah, there's just the connection that they've set up in such a short time in the MCU between Iron Man and Spider-Man. It's awesome. I mean, it's very much a father with son he's never had, son with father that, disappeared, died at a young age sort of thing. I mean, there was Uncle Ben, but ever since he's gone, I really like that relationship that they've got, and I like how they're addressing it here, how it would have impacted him, what happened. Yeah, absolutely. Love the action. And I also I love the relationship he's got with the cops here. In a lot of the Spider-Man comics and a lot of the movie adaptations, a lot of TV shows, the police are kind of weary of him. Some of them love him, but some of them are kind of weary of him. Vigilante and all that, and troublemaker, and of course got J. Jonah Jameson, who I don't even think is in the MCU. Out to get him and that sort of thing. I think it's hilarious. I just love it. All right, skipping forward, not wanting to talk to Nick Fury. I love the ghosting Nick Fury joke. That's just hilarious. So they are 5 years after. So we know, I guess it's confirmed that every single kid we see here that is of his age was dusted. Now this guy in the middle was this is Flash. Yeah, he was in the first one, wasn't he? Yeah. Never mind. I was getting confused for a second. So they were all also dusted, basically. So we got the impression in the first trailer that he was going to be just somebody from out of the blue, a villain. He might still be a villain. But the fact that Fury is working with him and introduces him to Spider-Man is kind of cool. And the multiverse thing and the opening the tears, that kind of ties into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Because we're seeing in the trailers for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., if you've been watching those, and surely if you're watching this trailer and you're watching my reaction, you've probably seen that trailer too. It looks like they've also got a tear and a multiverse because they've got another version of Coulson, who is not R. Coulson, and some other people from seemingly another universe coming through a tear in the trailer and wreaking havoc. So it's cool that they're tying that together, which they've always done well on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I like going through the Fury's, bitch, please, you've been to space. just great. Oh my God. Now this whole MJ Spider-Man thing, I suppose it could still be a misdirect for us as viewers. When I first saw her say this, I am Spider-Man, I am Spider-Man. My first thought was she was just joking with him again, like she's done before, like she did at the end of the first movie. But then she's like, seriously, it's it's kind of obvious. It still could be a misdirect for us. She could still be just leading him on and playing with him and making a joke, or she could really have figured it out. My money would be on she's still just playing with him and trying to get a reaction out of him. And the whole, it's kind of obvious thing is just a joke. But my money is also on by the time the movie is over, she will know for sure. So that's my prediction. Yeah. And I love Happy coming along. Get in the jet. Who are you? You work for Spider-Man? No, I work with Spider-Man. I love that. And then the jet blows up. That's just great. New plan. Oh, that's awesome. I am looking forward to seeing this one too. Absolutely. I think Sony made the wisest choice in the world. And of course, Fox never got the chance to make that choice because Disney just bought Fox. But I would have hoped that if they hadn't bought Fox, that Fox would have made that choice also. But the smartest choice in the world was to say, we really don't know what to do with Spider-Man. Marvel, please, make the movies for us. We won't give you your license back. We'll keep the money, but can you make it for us? And of course, Marvel wanting to protect and treat its characters well is all for it. And of course, Marvel's getting money from it too, so it's not like they're not getting any money for it. But it's just the greatest choice that Sony made. They realized they just couldn't. They couldn't do it, and they couldn't, right? I mean, apart from the very first movie, Sam Raimi movie, and maybe the second one, there haven't been really great ones that have been Sony only. It's just now that they've brought him into the MCU that it's been really, really fun, and Spider-Man that I remember. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Are you excited for this as well? Did I miss something in here that's really cool? Do you share my love for Spider-Man? If you're watching this reaction, you probably do. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.